I don't have to tell you things are bad. Everybody knows things are bad. It's a depression. Everybody's out of work or scared of losing their job. The dollar buys a nickel's worth. Banks are going bust. Shopkeepers keep a gun under the counter. Punks are running wild in the street, and there's nobody anywhere who seems to know what to do, and there's no end to it. We know the air is unfit to breathe, and our food is unfit to eat. We sit watching our TVs while some local newscaster tells us that today we had 15 homicides and 63 violent crimes, as if that's the way it's supposed to be. We know things are bad, worse than bad. They're crazy. It's like everything everywhere is going crazy, so we don't go out anymore. We sit in the house, and slowly the world we're living in is getting smaller, and all we say is, please, at least leave us alone in our living rooms. Let me have my toaster and my TV and my steel-belted radios, and I won't say anything. Just leave us alone. Well, I'm not going to leave you alone. I want you to get mad. I don't want you to protest. I don't want you to riot. I don't want you to write to your congressman because I wouldn't know what to tell you to write. I don't know what to do about the depression and the inflation and the Russians and the crime in the street. All I know is that first, you've got to get mad. You've got to say, I'm a human being. My life has value.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody, and welcome once again to Global Watch the News. My name is Lori Swan. I hope you guys are all doing well. If you were in the live chat, again, we ask that you keep it family friendly. If you are listening to us on the podcast afterwards, we want to welcome you and thank you for your continued support. We just hit the off button. Ernie and I were doing our post show talking that we normally do, critiquing it, making sure that all of our information was solid, and you know, checking the news streams. Came across the video, started playing it, and I think you guys need to see it. I did verify before I came live that these words were actually used. UN chief warns Mideast on verge of abyss. UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres called Sunday for Hamas to release all hostages and for Israel to allow humanitarian aid to Gaza, warning that the Middle East was, quote, on the verge of the abyss. We have airplanes in the air right now on their way to the Middle East. Ernie?
Yeah. When we found out this news, I went downstairs to grab some water, and I told my wife to get some stuff ready, and she's like, what's going on? I'm like, well, I'm going live again. She's like, I just had deja vu that you just got off and have to go back on, and you're on all night.
Wow. Well, let's hope it was deja vu and not a premonition.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right, I'm going to play this. This is 57 53 minutes old. Take a listen.
What's going on, guys? It's Greg here, aka NY Prepper. It is Sunday, October 15th, 2023, and I have another emergency update to share with you guys. I wanted to share the latest information that I have on the situation in the Middle East. Right now, it is 9:01 p.m. Eastern Time here in the United States, and we currently have over a half a dozen C-17 Globemasters heading towards Europe and the Mediterranean, and these are heavy transport planes. These planes are used to carry various types of military cargo, so ordnance, armored vehicles, you name it, they can put it on these planes. 6 of them airborne right now going towards the Mediterranean to reinforce Israel. We had a few of them last night also going towards the Mediterranean. So the U.S. is beefing up its presence in the Middle East heavily. 2 carrier strike groups and all of these Globemasters going there now, pouring in all the weapons and equipment that Israel is going to need for their ground invasion of northern Gaza. And we do know that the ground invasion of Gaza by Israel has been postponed, and there's no clear reason yet why it was postponed. It was supposed to start overnight last night, but it hasn't started yet. There's a lot of different theories out there about why. So I'm not going to really get into that, but it's going to happen any day now. Okay, so please make sure you're prepared. Make sure you have a bug out bag. Make sure you're aware of your surroundings. If you live in a big city or you have to travel to a big city for work, be aware of your surroundings. Have an escape plan, have a bug out plan, have a nuclear war survival plan in case things escalate and Iran gets involved. It could really get bad. Okay, this could be the beginning of World War III, and it could possibly escalate to nuclear war. I hope it doesn't happen. I pray it doesn't happen, but we need to be prepared for that. So we have a concerning statement coming from UN Secretary General Guterres. He said that we are on the verge of the abyss in the Middle East. Okay. The Iranian Foreign Minister Abdullahian said that if the scope of the Gaza war expands, America will suffer heavy losses. The FBI director has warned of a rise in terror threats against the U.S. with potential copycat attacks on America. He's referring to copying what happened in Israel with the Hamas attacks. Putin is going to be visiting Beijing this week, October 17th through the 18th. So that's Tuesday and Wednesday, and this is the big visit. Okay, this is the visit that I've been talking about for weeks, and we'll have to see what happens after this visit. But if you remember when the Ukraine war started, Putin went to China just a few days before the Ukraine war started. Okay, so I would be very concerned that something could happen this weekend when Putin gets back to Russia. Maybe he's going to launch an attack on the Baltic countries, maybe something else. I don't know. Maybe he's going to use nuclear weapons against Ukraine. I have no idea. But it's very concerning that he's going to China again. It's rare for him to travel outside of Russia these days. So for him to go to China and meet with the leader of China in person is pretty significant. Okay. And NATO is going to begin a major nuclear war exercise starting this week. Okay, they're going to do a massive nuclear war exercise for deploying their tactical nuclear weapons. And we know that 4 B-1 nuclear bombers arrived in the UK in the past couple of days. The Israeli Defense Minister Yoav Gallant said that Lebanon will pay a heavy price for every activity outside of its borders. Biden spoke to the families of the American hostages and told them that they will not be left behind. and the emergency deployment of dozens of U.S. military A-10 Thunderbolt aircraft have arrived in the Middle East today. The Israeli Air Force has been active over Beirut, Lebanon today. And I want to just show you guys this interesting video that's been circulating on social media. It shows what appears to be the first ever combat deployment of laser weapon systems in the world. This is the Israeli Iron Beam system, and this is basically a air defense system that uses lasers. Okay, so it's like the Iron Dome, but they use lasers instead. And some people were saying that this was fake, that this was something else, but it looks legit to me. I mean, what else could that be? I mean, there's no interceptor missile that can go that fast. Okay, look at that. It's like something out of Star Wars. That's just super cool. So looks like that's what Israel is going to be using from now on. But again, I cannot verify 100% that this is true. Okay, I just wanted to share this video. You can decide for yourself what to make of it. And before I continue with the breaking news, I want to mention the sponsor for this emergency update, which is My Patriot Supply. Guys, it's important to have an emergency food supply. We live in very uncertain times. We're on the verge of possibly World War III and nuclear war with Russia and Iran, and just total chaos going on in the world right now.
Okay, so that's the gist of that. And yes, go to My Patriot Supply. That's actually they're pretty good for supplies. But I think how long does it take for that to ship?
If they have it in stock, a couple of days, but
Oh,
who
do they?
knows what's going to happen in a couple of days.
Exactly. So I did verify that the UN is using those words, verge of the abyss, and we talked about this earlier, and we said that this has to do with Iran saying that if you don't stop and if you don't pull back, that they're going to go feet first. And so also this is something that has popped up. Thank you, Ernie, for this. So apparently there's going to, and I'm sorry, but why Gaza border crossing set to reopen as Israeli troops prepare ground assault. Supposedly there's going to be 5-hour ceasefire beginning at 9 a.m. Israeli time, allowing foreigners to exit and aid to enter. Why did I hear in the back of my skull saying when they say peace, that's when sudden destruction? I don't trust them. I don't trust them at all. The Palestinians were on their way to the south border, and they carpet bombed them. I don't trust them. When they say peace, that's when destruction comes. So we'll see if this 5-hour ceasefire holds, and we'll see if the humanitarian aid does get to them. I don't know.
I pray that it does.
I do too.
But
Uneasy feeling in your
my
spirit.
spirit is, I got a very uneasy feeling in the spirit.
Yeah.
I am
I got the same
very heavy burdened right now.
Same thing. So I have a request from the chat room, from BRT, and from, who was it, Julie? Was it Julie that asked? Hold on a minute. Julie, yes. They wanted me to play the trailer for Great State, if you guys have never seen it. This was done by a gentleman by the last name Crowley, David Crowley. He went to put this movie together, and unfortunately he didn't succeed, and his family was murdered before he had the chance to put it out. But it says a lot, and we take it as a warning. Here you go.
Sit rep
Last night I dreamt about how things were.
Of every enemy of the state!
And then I woke up here.
Just serves a reminder to what's to come.
Absolutely. Again, that was the Gray State through David Crowley. That's a different story. Something you guys want to go down a rabbit hole, go down that one.
Well, the thing is, it's quite fitting that you played that right now because, ladies and gentlemen, this is not an if scenario. This is a when scenario.
Yeah.
And it's when it's going to happen because the stage has already been set. All the props has been put up into place. The cameras are there. The actors are there. Everything is there for the camera roll to start filming.
Oh, yeah.
The movie is starting.
Yeah. So. All right. Well, again, if you guys are interested in what I'm watching currently, that would be, let me pull it up here for you. I am currently watching the Western Wall in Jerusalem. You can look at, or you can find it by searching out Western Wall Jerusalem live. And that's this right here. This is live from Jerusalem. The reason why I'm watching this is because I'm keeping an eye on the Temple Mount, keeping an eye on what's happening in this area. And our prayers are with everybody over there on both sides. It doesn't matter which side you're on. There's innocent people over there, children, that I can't imagine. So, all right, guys. That's all we got for tonight. If we have to come back on, we will. Yeah. Any final thoughts, Ernie?
I've seen somebody put up, don't let this video bring fear. Jesus loves us. Yes,
never.
he does. I mean, we don't bring this stuff on to put anybody in fear. No. This is for awareness.
Yeah, quite the opposite.
Prepare.
Yeah, I don't have a bad feeling. I'm ready. Faith, hope, and charity says, I'm ready for where I'm ready. I mean, but I have a heavy feeling of heaviness in my spirit because I know what's coming. I know it hurts me. It hurts my heart to know that there are going to be people out there that are going to be terrified and not understand what's going on. That there are going to be people that are going to be cursing God before they're taken. It hurts my heart knowing that I've dedicated decades of my life as a watchman to bring this information to people and to warn people, and some didn't listen. So, we don't ever bring that for fear. This is all to get people aware and to get yourselves ready. And you'll see in our closing, we don't spread the spirit of fear. So, all right, we're going to wrap it up for you for now. We might be back. I don't know. It depends on what happens and what transpires in the overnight and in tomorrow. But until next time, guys, remember, eyes open, no fear.